Welcome to the second hour of this morning. Here are today's headlines. Former lawmaker of the United Progressive Party, Lee Seok-gi, will be released on parole later today. He was charged for allegations of leading the revolutionary organization, plotting and instigating an armed rebellion against the South Korean government, and violating the national security law in 2013. He was sentenced to 12 years in prison with a 10-year suspension from his position, but the Supreme Court rejected his charges to overthrow the government, reducing his sentence period to 9 years with a 7-year suspension from his duty. After his conviction, he was imprisoned at the Daejeon Detention Center. The operator of the site Bad Fathers, Koo Bon-chang, was convicted for disclosing too much information of parents who failed to pay child support. Bad Fathers is an online site that deliberately released photos, names, residence address, and workplace of parents who refused to pay child support. Koo was accused by 5 obligators who had their identities disclosed online for defamation by violating the Information and Communication Network Act in September 2018. According to Korea Real Estate Board's data released yesterday, apartment prices in Seoul's Eunpyeong district have shown a decrease for the first time in 19 months. This came along with a price decline in Seoul's other outskirt districts and Suwon, which has been driving the housing price surge in the capital region. The government interprets this data that the overall housing market is shifting to a downward stabilization trend. However, market watchers say it is rather early to call it an overall trend decline, while admitting the capital region is expecting an inflection point. Finally, the Korea Meteorological Administration announced its analysis of climate change in 6 regions in South Korea based on the low and high carbon scenarios reported at the 6th Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change. If Korea continues to emit greenhouse gas at the current level, summers will account for about half of the year. With Gangwon and Jeju regions as an exception, the heat wave will last for more than 80 days nationwide. However, there are still hopes if carbon neutrality targets are achieved by 2070. And you can listen to these headlines once again on our YouTube channel by searching TBS EFM. Once there, you'll also get a script of the headlines and subtitles as well. Coming up next, our weekly segment, Pop and Culture.